guys, what's up? It's me, and I'm back with Casey Undercover. And I just want to say, if I look a little wonky, a little off, that's because I was up all today since 6 to the 9 to like the now, which is like midnight, because the Billboard Music Awards was today, and that's on our new channel. Our little review and vlog will be up there tomorrow. Oh, and since we're talking about Casey Undercover, can I just say that Zendaya was at the Billboard Music Awards 2016 today, and she slayed, and I got some footage. But let me get started. And they just got through wrapping up season 2 a few weeks ago of Casey Undercover, so I can't wait to move on to season 3. So let's get started. So Ernie was like, yeah, you get the tracker on this guy. So now Casey's an old man. She's Bernie Bernstein. She's up in that retirement home. She was like, there's only 2 things visible from the space: the Great Wall of China and that ugly shirt. You just got burned by Bernie Bernstein. She reminded me of Bernie Sanders, Feel the Burn. That's what she, I don't know if they based that character around him, but that's what I'm feeling like. Then she was like, you know, I used to be a nightclub comedian in Atlantic City, but now everybody moves to Las Vegas. I just got burned by Bernie Bernstein. No one is off limits. It was funny. So then she was like, oh, y'all looking like a box of Rays with all them wrinkles. You just got burned by Bernie Bernstein. That was really funny. I like that. Then they tracked down the guy. He always visits his grandpa there. So, you know, they're going to make contact with him. So she's like, I remember we was a little whippersnapper. She's like, I'm Uncle Bernie. So he's like, I don't know you or your brand new bitch or your bougie friends. No. She was like, I don't know you at all. So, like, leave. That's what he was basically. So then she was like, give me some sugar, but not too much. I got blood work on Tuesday. But then Florence Henderson, she played Irma. She's actually on this episode. And she's like, who is that? Look at that orange velour. So then she's like in love with him. He was like, my first wife, I thought she was sweet. She thought I was rich, but we both was wrong. That's what I told my lawyers. Bernie Bernstein on the house. So then the guy left, and you know, Irma was like, I ain't no lady. She really wanted to talk to him, so then the guy ended up leaving. So Ernie was like, great job, Casey. Then she, you know, she was like, I'm not your type, Irma. Then Irma was like, who got a type nowadays? All I gotta do is breathing and upright. And she's like, and I'm upright. So then she was like, you rude and obnoxious, just like my late husband. I love you, boy. So then she was like, I want some coffee. And Irma pretended to be like, oh, sad and something. He's like, okay, fine, we can go get some tea. So she's like, yes, because she wanted the Grim Reaper to knock on her door, but that was until he agreed to tea. So then she's like, well, sound like a date. So then Casey's like, it sure does sound like a date. God dang, I didn't mean that. So then Drew's like, hey, Petey, making stuff at home. Your home. So then he came through the cat door, and she was like, I was hoping to get a cat, but we just got you, so. So then he was like, okay. So he's like, this remote control is a stupid machine. And she's like, what did you just say? And then he was like, it's stupid. So she was like, I apologize, little remote control. Discriminate. I know you hear about discrimination, but you never expect to be in your own house. So then Marissa's gonna hold a prom fundraiser for the food bank. So then Casey was like, oh, you gonna raise money, and it went in the roof. So then she was like, hey, you get it? So then Casey's like, Marissa's like, I got it. I just ignored it. You know what I'm saying? So then, you know, she was like, I don't dance. Casey does not dance. I'm like, what? And she was like, I have a date. Then Marissa's like, what? And then she's like, yeah, so the woman. And Marissa's like, you think you know your best friend's type? And she's like, yeah, she's 8 years old. So Marissa's like, you think you know your best friend's type? Like, what? But she's like, yeah, no, it's cool. She was like, what? So she's like, so y'all gotta talk about her childhood memories with Lincoln? So she's like, yeah, I know, I gotta do it. So Marissa's like, well, since you're rolling with the older crowd, don't let them pressure you into doing something you don't want to do, like aerobics, water aerobics, or like watching the Weather Channel. Don't let them do that. So then Irma was like, you put the twinkle in my eyes. And then Bernie was like, you sure that's not the cataracts? And she was like, I've been through 7 riots, and she wanted to dance like no one's watching. She's like, I want to feel like I was a 16-year-old kid again. She's like, I always had my head in the book. I never dated. I didn't have that much friends. So then Casey really related to her on that note. So they started dancing, and she was like, come on, grab life by the snickerdoodles. And she's like, go Bernie. And they was all dancing and stuff, and you know, it was feeling good. So they all was hanging out together, eating soup, painting, falling asleep. It was so adorable. Then Judy made all of the appliances attack Petey. The vacuum got him. First, he got shocked by the refrigerator. Then the refrigerator's water thing shot him. Then the toaster hit him. It was freaking crazy. All over the place. Then he got messed up by his alarm clock when he was asleep, because Judy did that. So then Judy was in there. So she was like, machines aren't stupid. So she split her head in half and revealed that she was a machine inside. Then he was like, what? He's like, okay, I apologize. So then he was like, okay, just tell me this is a nightmare and give me some more underwear. Judy. So then Casey was eating prunes, and then she was like, I can use the fiber. And Marissa was like, I know we tell each other everything, but don't tell me nothing about your poop no more, okay? So then Casey was gonna eat dinner with Irma, and she fell asleep early at 7:30. She's like, okay, take a nap, Grandma. Then she can't come to the dance, so she's like, I know the woman makes you feel young or whatever, but you already young. So then she's like, this is the day. And she's like, I remember when I was your oldest friend. Now I'm not no more. I needed you at this prom thing. And she always letting her down. Like, this is just some old lady. Like, the old lady don't need you. You should go with your friend. And I guess Marissa's older, since she said I used to be your oldest friend. So maybe she is older than her. Then Casey's like, I haven't heard young like that since my late wife Shirley. She's like, oh, I'm in too deep. I'm in too deep. Then Marissa didn't really need Casey's help at the prom thing. She raised enough money for herself. So she was like, I'm actually proud of myself that I can, you know, rely on my own stuff and not rely on you. So then Casey's like, good job. And she's like, yeah, look, Irma needs you more than I need you. So then she's like, okay. So she's like, you growing up before my eyes, Marissa. So then Bernie was like, did you hear the one with the guy with the hearing aid? Neither did he. Bernie Bernstein. So then they're gonna play bridge. Then he was like, someone bring me marshmallows because the Bernstein is on fire. Then she spotted the target and she told Ernie he's a couple days early. So then he was like, what, oh, look at you back. He's like, put back your nose. So then the guy was like, a tracking device, really? So then Bernie's like, oh, I'm just an old man. So then he was like, okay. So then they started fighting. Ooh. Irma was like, what are you doing? And yes, to Bernie moving. So then she's like, seniors attacked. This is our time to feel young again. So they went and attacked him. So then Bernie was like, okay, stop. So he's like, leg takedown. He took with his legs. Like, what? Then Irma was like, I don't know what vitamins you taking, but I want to take them to Huntsy. Come on. Give it to me. Then that was the end of the whole scene. Casey came back there as herself, and she's like, can I stay here? And Irma was like, it's a free country thanks to my generation. Then she's like, I'm not telling you my name. I do need that for several words. So then Casey tried to hook her up with Marissa's great uncle. So then she's like, I got burned by my last guy that I was with. So she's like, So then she's like, well, Casey was an old soul to her. She just felt like she's an old soul, but really that was just Bernie talking. So then she did go up to Marissa's uncle, and I started talking to him. So then Casey was like, oh, I want to dance. Hot off excuse. And they started dancing. So she's like, I'm going to dance like no one's watching. So then Marissa's like, everyone is watching, and it's making us uncomfortable. So she's like, come on, dance. So then they all just started dancing together, and they was having a good old time. It's like twisty, 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 punchy, punchy, punchies. But that's what it was like, basically. So that was the end of this episode, guys. People who's absent was actually Kira and Craig. They was gone, but next week they're gonna be back because Kira and Craig aren't even really married, which I kind of already figured because they were spies, and they probably had to do that because of a mission. And I was just like on Good Luck Charlie when Amy and Bob was not married for real. So yeah, now they gotta officiate the wedding, and now Kira's gonna be mad at Casey for some reason. So they're not really married, and that's kind of Blackish when they wasn't really married either. Oh no, they was married. They had kids before marriage. Yeah, guys. So thanks for watching this review. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Go check out the BBMA's Billboard Music Awards 2016 vlog and review up there where Zendaya did attend, along with her dad. She came with her dad too, and Trevor Jackson was actually there, but I don't know if they was there together. But I was like, I saw him there, and I was like, I know that's not Trevor Jackson. And all that time, he was walking back and forth right from where I could have like touched him. It was Trevor Jackson. I'm like, okay, I'm upset, but fine. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. This episode was pretty cool because it was like, you got burned by Bernstein. What? Bye.